Hello everyone. In this video, let's learn about ethics in finance. Finance is the set of activities that deals with the management of funds. It helps in making the decisions like how to use the collected fund. It is also an art and science of determining if the funds of an organization are being used in a right manner or not. Ethics in finance is a complement to general ethics. Ethics are very important to maintain constancy in social life where people work together with one another. Ethics in finance is one of the main things which everyone has to follow. Here, ethics can be considered as a lifeblood of business. It represents the money management and process of acquiring funds. It involves several decision making activities such as it may be related to investing, borrowing, lending, budgeting, savings, etc. Here, using ethics in all these decision making activity helps the organization to become more successful and it helps the organization to survive for a long run. Code of ethics in business. Code of ethics means it is a rules and regulation which has to be followed by every organization who are willing to adopt ethics in their business. Let's see one by one. First one, act with honesty and integrity, avoiding real or clear conflicts of interest in personal and professional relationships. Here, conflict of interest is a situation where one person is confused to decide whether to follow his personal duty or official duty. Here, the code of ethics, it requires an individual to have honesty and integrity and it informs the individual to avoid any situation that puts him in conflict of interest. Second one, to provide information which is clear, accurate, relevant, timely and understandable for reports and documents. Here, full disclosure is a responsibility of every organization. Every organization is supposed to maintain clear documents regarding their activities. They have to submit their books of accounts to the relevant authority. At the same time, they have to submit their reports and documents to the public in order to maintain complete transparency. Third one, act in accordance with all applicable laws, rules and regulations of governments and other appropriate private and public regulatory agencies. There are several government and public agencies. They form rules and regulations related to the companies. Every company is subject to follow all these rules and regulations, laws for running their business. To promote ethical behavior among the associates. Here, all the companies, they have the responsibility of adopting ethics in their business. At the same time, they have to encourage their associates to follow ethics in their business too. Act in good faith, responsibility with due care, competence and carefulness without misrepresenting material facts or allowing any independent judgment to be subordinated. Here, board of directors are there for every organization. They must be included in decision making activity. Here, no organization should encourage independent judgment. They have to include all the opinions of all the members in decision making activities. They are also not supposed to encourage misrepresenting the facts and figures. They have to give the clear idea of about every details of their organization. 6.1. Respect the confidentiality of information acquired in the course of business except when authorized or otherwise legally obligated to disclose the information. It should not be used for personal advantage. It is related to insider trading. Insider trading is not a right activity. Here, no insider of the organization should use the material information of their organization for personal gain. They have to maintain the secrecy of these material information. They have to be loyal to their organization. Seventh one, adhere to and promote this code of ethics. Every organization has to follow these rules and regulations and promote this code of ethics. That is about code of ethics. Here, every organization is supposed to be honest and have integrity. They have to promote the clear documents. They have to prepare proper documents. They have to act in accordance with the rules and regulations of the government. They have to promote this ethics with their associates too. They are not supposed to have independent judgments. Insider trading should not be encouraged, and they have to follow the rules and regulations of the government. Next one, ethical issues in finance. Fraud in financial statements, fraud in financial markets, insider trading, hostile takeover. Fraud in financial statements, it involves three things, that is fictitious revenues. Revenues that does not belong to the company but deliberately added to the revenue section is called fictitious revenue. Here the companies are trying to show a better financial position by adding certain revenue which does not belong to their books of accounts in real. It gives a better idea, or it gives a better image to their financial position, but it is not real. Therefore, it should not be encouraged. Therefore, we can consider it as an ethical issue. Concealed liability and expenses. It means manipulation in the expenses and liabilities. Liabilities and expenses are concealed to show an unrealistically better financial position of a company. In the fictitious revenue, we saw companies showing unrealistic revenue or adding certain revenue which does not belong to their books of accounts to show better financial position. Under concealed liability and expenses, they are not showing certain expenses or liabilities and thereby trying to give a better image of their financial position. They are trying to hide certain expenses, thereby showing better financial position. Third one, fraudulent asset valuation. Improper asset valuation exaggerates the company's assets and portrays the assets in a more positive financial light. It is also similar to concealed liability. They are showing unrealistic picture of asset valuation. They are not giving the exact facts and figures. Instead, they are giving the better image to their assets. In real, the actual value may be less, but they are showing higher value for their assets, thereby giving better financial position. These are the three things which comes under financial statements, that is fictitious revenue, showing revenue which does not belong to their books of accounts, and concealed liabilities, avoiding the actual expenses, or fraudulent assets valuation, they are valuing the assets in a wrong way. Fraud in financial markets, that is deception, act of misrepresenting relevant information. Here we can say it as an illegal method used to get something or to make someone believe that something is true when it is not. It can be called as a fraud. This deception usually done mainly to give a better image to their organization, but it is a fraud. Next one is churning. Excessive or inappropriate trading for client's account by a broker who has control over the account with intent to generate commission rather than to benefit the client. If somebody wants to invest their money in stock market, they have to do it with the help of these brokers. For that, the brokers receive commission as a return. Here these brokers under churning, they are trying to buy or sell assets or securities in an excessive manner, not to benefit the client but to generate more commission. The actual work of broker is to benefit the client, but under churning they are simply buying or selling the security mainly to generate more commission. It is not a right act. Unsuitability. Unsuitability is when a stockbroker recommends or purchases investments that don't fit with investors' objectives and needs. While studying about the investment process, we have come across the concept objective. Everyone invests their money with an intention or objective. Here, there may be an investor who is risk-averse investor. If the broker asks him to invest his money in risky assets, then we can say it is unsuitability because he doesn't want to take risk, but the broker is insisting him to invest in certain assets which doesn't fit his investment objective. That is called unsuitability. These are the three things which comes under financial markets. First one is deception, second one churning, third one unsuitability. Insider trading. Insider trading is the purchase or sale of stocks or other securities based on the information that is not available to the general public. Here we call that information as material information which has the potential of affecting the prices of the security. Here the insiders means the people who belong to the organization, maybe the board of directors, the workers, or any people who have the access to this material information, using this information for personal gain. That is called insider trading, which is illegal and therefore it is considered as an ethical issue. Next one is hostile takeover. A hostile takeover is the acquisition of one company by another that is accomplished by going directly to the company's shareholders or fighting to replace the management to get the acquisition approved. It means a forceful acquisition. Here it is an acquisition which is undertakes without the permission of the management. Therefore it is considered as a ethical issue. These are the different ethical issues. That is ethical issues in financial statements, ethical issues in financial markets, insider trading and hostile takeover. Here, by avoiding these ethical issues and adopting proper code of ethics in finance, every company can achieve success in their business and survive for a long run. It is all about ethics in finance. Thank you.